everyone, we're going to find the value of this expression here, given that we have x to the power of 1/2 equals e to the power of 1/2 plus e to the power of negative 1/2. And our e is going to be greater than 1. That's our restrictions. All right, so basically we know that x equals x to the power of 1/2 squared. So that's going to equal this squared as well. So we're going to square this. This is e to the power of 1/2 plus e to the power of negative 1/2 squared. So basically we're going to get x equals, and we're going to square this. This is going to be e plus 2e to the power of 1/2 times e to the power of negative 1/2 plus e to the power of negative 1. All right, this just equals 1. So basically we have x equals e plus 2, and that just equals 1, plus e to the power of negative 1. Subtract the 2 and we get x minus 2 equals e plus e to the power of negative 1. And if you can see what we're doing at this point, we already know now what x minus 2 is. All right, so now what we want to do is call this equation 1, and we want to square both sides of the equation, because that's going to give me my x squared minus 4x. So if I take x minus 2 and square it, equals e plus e to the power of negative 1 squared. This is going to give me x squared minus 4x plus 4 equals, now when we do this one, we're going to get e squared plus 2e times e to the power of negative 1. Again, this is just going to equal 1 plus e to the power of negative 2. All right, so basically we're going to get x squared minus 4x equals e to the power of 2, and then we have plus 2, so I'm going to subtract 4. So this is going to be plus e to the power of negative 2. And since this whole thing just equals 2, 2 minus 4 is negative 2. All right, now what we really need is the square root of this. So let's go ahead and square root both sides of the equation. And this is going to give me square root of x squared minus 4x. Now this can be written as e minus e to the power of negative 2, or negative 1, sorry, squared. That's what this equals. So basically when you take the square of the square root, this goes away, and we're going to get this equals e minus e to the power of negative 1. And just note that e is greater than e to the power of negative 1, or e is greater than 1 divided by e. All right, so now we can use substitution. We're going to substitute in our x minus 2 here, and our square root of x squared minus 4x, which is this. So substituting that in, we're going to get, let's see, e plus e to the power of negative 1 minus e to the power of negative 1. And the denominator is going to be the same thing, e plus e to the power of negative 1 plus e minus e to the power of negative 1. All right, so basically, let's see what happens. The e's cancel, and we're going to have 2 of these, because minus and negative means plus. So we're going to have 2 of these, 2e to the power of negative 1, divided by, let's see what happens in the denominator. These 2 cancel. So this is just going to be 2e. Well, the e's cancel, so the 2's cancel, and then I'm going to move this guy down here, so This is going to be equal to 1 divided by e times e, which is 1 divided by e squared. And that is your value of all of that, given that we have that. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.